while I got the energy, I'm just gonna touch on this right now for my YouTube. First and foremost, I've been growing through a lot of things. Growing, not going, but growing. Growing. I'm very, very grateful. I cannot express that enough. I have no complaints. Even when things get rocky or whatever, trials, tribulations, nobody's exempt from adversity, but I'm still grateful. I am at this space too where I've been letting the chips fall where they may. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't really been fucking with how certain people have been like treating me. People I so-called friends, family, stuff like that. So God just been removing, and I've been removing myself. You know what I mean? Because I don't have time for none of that fake, that funny acting fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when I know I'm in a space, like I don't want nobody around me that I have to be questioning, or I have to keep repeating myself, or that don't respect my boundaries. No, none of that. Like, I just had to cut my best friend off. I'm not that desperate for a friend. I feel like if I have to keep repeating myself, and I'm just using her as an example. If I have to keep repeating myself to you, and you know what you're doing, and you're just being a monitoring spirit, you're not, giving me what I'm giving you, I'm cool. Like, you ain't got to go home, but you don't have to go home, but you got to get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that, I just don't be fucking with. Like, I don't do that friend favorites or family favorites. You know what I'm saying? Like, people pick and choose who they want to show up for, or who they want to reciprocate the energy to. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've always been a threat to people. Just being honest, just me, my light, my anointings God gave me. Another example, my granny, my mama's mom. I had a moment last month. I had released, I needed to cry. I haven't cried in a while, so it's always good to cry. It's a great releasing ritual. Like, crying actually brings in more. I'm learning that now as well, but it was a good, healthy cry. Called my granny. I called a couple people. It was also a little later on towards the nighttime, maybe around like 9, 10. Some people would sleep, whatever the case may be. My granny answered. I'm crying. I'm telling her, like, I can't really explain to you the space God has me at. I'm also collecting my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm collecting my thoughts, I'm gathering myself. And she just got to projecting and doing that whole thing that the elderly do, because they've been here for decades and think they know stuff and want to get to making smart comments. And she just got to saying stuff that just was unnecessary. They had nothing to do with anything at all. And, projecting on how she felt, and you know what I'm saying? And then she got to talking about just a bunch of just stuff that didn't make sense. So I just told her, I just respectfully just ended the conversation. I texted her and I was like, I would appreciate if the conversation stays between us. And then she got to texting back, talking about who are you talking to, and this, that, and third, and blah, 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 blah. First and foremost, it's my thing when it's coming down to all of that. When it's coming down to the decades, the people before us, the decades, the generations before us, all that controlling shit and all that, I'm running it and I'm above you and you didn't. No, ma'am. I'm setting my boundaries. That shouldn't even be flying out your mouth. You see what I'm saying? So I just simply told her, I said, my livelihood is nobody's gossip. I'm going to say it again. I said to her, I texted back, I said, my livelihood is nobody's gossip. But anybody speaking ill of me there will be consequences. And I didn't mean it in a threatening way. It's just more so of having a good heart posture. Like, gossiping about people is nasty. You know what I'm saying? That's ugly. That's diabolical. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got that bad. Some of my people in my family, they do a lot of this. I don't like to do a lot of this, especially about other people's livelihoods, especially when I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? But that's the intention that came from, just keeping it real, because I feel like I've silenced myself growing up. I feel like I'm at this place where I'm not going to be quiet. I don't give a fuck, actually. But that's just another example. I just want to share that. Like, I just be feeling like it's just been so much going on. But I feel really good, though. My mom, our relationship has gotten better. As far as us being separate, I feel like God is answering my prayers when it's coming to her because of the things I had to endure growing up. I'm the firstborn on both sides, and I'm the firstborn grandchild on both sides of the family as well. So I'm her first trial and error. She had me at 18. She texted me the other day. It was like, you know, how are you? Do you still do the spiritual stuff? She was like, I'm being in good energy. I've been working out and stuff. She was basically talking about like, could you help me with like chakra cleansing, or how do I do it? You know, stuff like that. So I just sent her some sound bowls, frequencies, stuff like that. I told her like, with our chakras, which are set of different points of our bodies, the 7 points of our bodies or whatever. When it's coming down to our chakras, it's not even just about frequencies and stuff. It's also like what you're eating, what you're consuming. You know, we could be doing things we don't even know we're doing that's blocking certain chakras. You see what I'm saying? So I just gave her my little 1-2 on it or whatever. So I hope that genuinely like helped her out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm also still getting my chakras. But I feel like I think my chakras are at a space right now. Side note, off topic, I love the way my skin is looking. Eat your skincare. I know I do a lot of lemon water. I've also do like my Indian healing clay mask. I just take care of my skin. I eat different. I do my best to get my health in a good standing always, because health is wealth. I feel like I just went all around in this video per usual, but that's fine because I'm just kind of like just throwing stuff out there. But yeah, but I just had to say because it was a point in time where I actually wasn't talking to my mama. I was not. So I'm just glad I see her shift and her pivot. So, you know, I honor her in her space that she's at, but I no longer carry other people's shit because I'm only 25. I just turned 25. I'm unloading my baggage and things that I'm, you know, getting through. But yeah, so I'm just in that space where I'm really letting things be, letting the chips fall where they may. I'm not complaining. I'm not boo-hooing, whining, crying, trying to figure out the whys and is it me? And I'm sure it's still not victimizing myself because can't nobody tell me shit that about myself that I'm already, you know, that's not already being done or has been done or I'm about to do when it's coming to working on myself, because I'm very aware. I'm very aware of myself. Nobody can tell me shit. So and it's not that I'm also being too detail oriented or too observing, because I am a Virgo. We are very detail oriented, etc. And it's not even just about the zodiac signs. That's just that as a trait that us Virgos naturally have, like on the real. And just me as a person, really, like I pay attention to everything. But yeah, I'm paying attention to how certain people are moving things, etc. You gotta go. Like I don't have time for it. Like nobody's gonna half-ass me with nothing at all, because I don't deserve it. I need safe havens and spaces and people that genuinely fuck with me, love me, support me. You know, I don't, like I said, I don't have to question. But and when I do feel betrayed or wronged, when I do get upset, I handle it with grace. So I've been handling things with grace. I really am saying everything that I'm saying to say that I'm handling things with grace. Honestly, like, as much as I went to go out for my granny and to read her rights, I did not. As much as I feel like I wanted to snap out on my ex-best friend, I did not. It's other things that's been going on with other people too. I feel like, I don't know, people been on their hiatuses, and you know, I don't know. It's like it gets to a point where you can't be on your hiatus with everybody, because you're gonna get put in a space where somebody's gonna teach you a lesson. And I be telling people, like, I'm not only here to learn lessons, but I'm also here to teach them. So that's just that on it. But I'm just grateful, like I said, handling things with grace and gratitude. Grace and gratitude. Grace and gratitude, because I'm grateful for who and what is leaving when it's coming down to all areas of my life, and who and what is coming in. It might not look like what my prayers and manifestations might not look like what I envision, or like, you know, but they're being brought into my realm, into my reality, into the 3D. So I'm very, very grateful. I'm super, super grateful. I just really don't have no complaints. I have no complaints at all. Cause I'm just thinking, cause what even got me to this point to even record this, because I was just over here thinking, and I was playing around with the camera and the setting and stuff, and I'm just in my head thinking about all my thoughts that I want to splurge out, and how I was just feeling in that moment of what I was just thinking about that made me even want to record this video, like my intention. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to record and say what I need to say. I also just want to give some advice to especially when you're growing and working on yourself, because I'm continuing to grow and work on myself. I give myself grace, I give myself space. I don't be too hard on myself, because it could be way worse, and I do see my progression. I feel like I don't have to keep raising my standards, because I'm already at that space, you know, that God has me in, and that level God has me in. I am who God sees me as in his eyes, and who he created me to be. So after that, you know what I'm saying, it ain't really much to, you know, it is exactly what it needs to be. And I just say that to say, if you're in a space where you are working on yourself, like you're genuinely working on yourself, and things are shifting, people and things are falling away while people and things are coming in, etc., you know, that whole shoebop shebang, don't beat yourself up about it. Feel how you feel, because you have every right to feel how you feel. Me personally, if you feel like you want to battle crash out, or snap out, or curse somebody out, or smack somebody out, I highly recommend. Now, I'm not saying jeopardize your life, your livelihood, and the things that you worked on when you know you got stuff to lose. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel like you need to belt to ass, I highly recommend it. But also, it's times too where you don't even have to do all that. Just keep your composure. Again, keep your heart posture straight. You know what I'm saying? And continue to flourish, continue to thrive, continue to be you. Don't get distracted because other people are giving you the short end of the stick, or you know what I'm saying, whatever the shoebop shebang is. And continue to love yourself. Don't question your worth and who you are as a person, because other people are treating you less when you know that you're pricey. You see what I'm saying? You don't negotiate yourself. You don't negotiate your prices. The prices are final. Sales are final. No discounts. No leeway. And that's pretty much it, really.